All right. Well, apparently I'm live and a minute late. Sorry about that, guys. So welcome aboard for Virtual Collage Jam for Cinco de Mayo. And please forgive me if that is brutal Spanish, because it may well be. So anyway, hope you are doing well on this. I just see it's now raining here in Brampton. It's dreary, so I hope things are sunnier inside for you guys. Nice day to just stay in and do some collaging, right? So I see Carol. Hello, Carol, and hello, Philippa. Nice to have you back, Philippa. Carol, are you new to us? I don't recognize the name, but that's cool. Welcome aboard. Yeah, how did you come here? Hey, Lisa, and a bunch of the regulars are pouring in. Janice, hello, Janice. Hello, Kathleen, and hi, Annie. So great to have everyone here. Right. Okay. Thank you, Carol. So welcome aboard to the Collage Jam. Yeah, that's awesome. Excuse me, there are every other Monday-ish, sometimes not, basically through the sort of school-like terms. I start sort of later in September and end in June, with breaks across Christmas and a little bit in March. So yeah, so glad you can join us. And there's always a theme that is completely optional. So if it suits you, then you can use it. And if it's like, yeah, that doesn't rock my boat, so you can just do something else. So the idea is basically to have fun together making collage. So that's never a bad thing. So yeah, I'm so glad to have you along. So what am I going to talk about? Okay, I have a few things to talk about. So I'm just trying to figure out, because I didn't write down which order to do it in. So let's talk and feel free to, like, if you have your collage plan, just dive right in. I will be collaging in a few minutes. I just have a few things to share with you guys. So I really didn't have much awareness of Cinco de Mayo, and but I think my first awareness of it was in a like in a taco joint or a burrito place, and they were having a special on for Cinco de Mayo, and then so it sort of got into my head, and then I thought, when I had a collage jam on May 5th, it popped into my head. But it turns out that in many ways, like so many holidays and like so many things, American consumer culture gets its hands on, it often gets further and further away from its origins and its meaning. It's actually a bigger deal in the U.S. than it is. Definitely than it is here, and definitely even more, it's a bigger deal in the U.S. than Mexico. It's Mexico's Day of Independence, which I think is September 16th, is a much bigger deal in Mexico than Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo, I do have notes. It's the anniversary of an 1862 victory by Mexican troops and indigenous people and farmers, defeating a superior Spanish army, trying to colonize them, and so it was like a coming together of. I think there had been a bunch of different factions in Mexico, but then with the conservatives and people who wanted sound familiar, wanted the church and state separate, people who wanted it intertwined, and then also class issues as well between like white people and or Spanish people and indigenous. But then with the sort of unified threat, they sort of came together to defeat the Spanish. It was only a short amount of time until the Spanish came back with more people, and it was only U.S. intervention that actually ended up securing Mexico's independence. But this Cinco de Mayo was this sort of coming together of people in the cause, in Mexico's cause. So what it ends up being a lot now is basically just options for partying and chances to sell beer and tacos and burritos, right? All that kind of like cliche stuff. But there are lots of Mexicans who celebrate it in a more serious way, or well, celebrating in a serious way is kind of in a more authentic way, right? So that's what I focused on. Apparently a pretty frequent thing is something called Folklorico, which is folkloric ballet. So I found some pictures of that with the really colorful Mexican costumes. And so that's what I'm going to play with. So hello, Val. Nice to have you back. How are you? So that's where I'm going with the collage shortly. But I should also mention a couple of other things. Probably most of you guys know that I will be at the Artist Project later this week, starting on Thursday evening. I should bring my mic closer. It's